Hey guys, it's Alex, and I'm here today with a tag video. I'm going to be doing the Not a Booktube Newbie tag that was originally created by Shelby Masako. I was not tagged by anyone, but I will link her video down below. I see it on a fairly regular basis, and I decided it was time to do it since I've been here for 2.5 years. First question is, how old is your channel? And like I said, it's 2.5 years old. I think I created it in early May or late April of 2017, so I've been here for a minute, although I did take a several month long hiatus after I'd been here for 6 months. So if you think about consecutively instead of like from the very beginning, I have consistently been here for the past year and a half. Question 2 is, what are your favorite videos to make? And mine are reviews. They're always reviews. They're some of my favorite to watch as well. I love discussing a book in depth. Like that's why I'm on Booktube. I like talking about what I'm reading and just like talking about all my feelings and thoughts about what I'm reading. And yeah, so it's always reviews, even though they're not quite the most popular videos to make. Question 3 is, what is one piece of advice you would give to someone wanting to join Booktube? And I guess like join. But if you have joined or you are joining and you need the advice after you join, don't try to force yourself to be someone you're not on Booktube just because it's like normal. Like a lot of people make TBRs, and when I first joined I was like, oh, I should make TBRs too. And they really don't work for me, and I read a lot less at the beginning because I was making myself TBRs and trying and failing to stick to them. So like just keep being who you are, and like it's okay if there are like fun, exciting things that you just don't participate in because they're not who you are as a reader. Question 4 is, since joining, have you run into any unforeseen challenges? And yes, I'm sure there have been many. Technical stuff, well, that wasn't unforeseen. I knew that was going to be a crap show. But timing, I think, has become an issue. I didn't realize how time-consuming Booktube would be. And honestly, even then, at the beginning, it wasn't a problem because I had all the time in the world for Booktube things. And it's only like now that I'm doing it, I don't have the time, and I'm like scrambling to keep up with the people I watch and like film all my videos and do all these other things and get everything edited and up, that I'm realizing like it's a lot of time. And also you have to keep reading a lot of books so you can keep filming all the book reviews on them. So really it's just timing has been a big deal, and I'm sure there are other things that I'm just blanking on right now. Question 5 is, what is a favorite book or series you've read because of Booktube? And there have been a number of books that I've rated 4 or 5 stars because I heard them through Booktube and then read them, but I'm gonna go with a recent one just because I have it right here, and that is The Radium Girls by Kate Moore. This is a nonfiction book about women who worked in factories that dealt with radium and then wound up getting radium poisoning, and they had to sue the factories, and they pretty much all died from radium poisoning, either within a few years or a few decades or whatever, and it was a really awful situation. I hadn't heard of this book before Booktube, and everyone on Booktube, well, not everyone, but I heard it talked about on a number of different channels, so I picked it up, and it was wonderful. I think Kath Elizabeth was the first person I saw talking about it. I forget what her channel name is now, but I will add something so you can see her. And Justin from Triumphal Reads read it semi-recently, I think, and really enjoyed it, and it was just a wonderful book. Question 6 is, overall, what is your favorite aspect of Booktube? And definitely just talking about what I'm reading, because that's kind of what I'm missing. Like, I can talk at my boyfriend about what I'm reading. I can be like, oh, I'm reading this thing, and it's interesting because of XYZ, and I hate this thing, but like, I love these other things. And he'll like kind of smile and nod and let me talk for as long as I want, but like, he half listens, but he doesn't care. And like, I'm fine with that. He's not being rude. He just doesn't really have any interest in my thoughts on this book I'm reading that he really doesn't care about. But it's nice to have Booktube where like I can just talk and people do care, at least like to some kind of degree. They'll watch the video of me talking and no one is forcing them to, so that makes me happy. And it just like, it gets these thoughts out of my head, and I can like share my thoughts and get other people's thoughts too, and I don't know, that's my favorite part. Like I love talking about what I'm reading, like when I'm reading it or right after or whenever, and just like getting recommendations from other people is wonderful as well, and just like finding new wonderful books that I otherwise hadn't heard of. And then question 7 is to give one newbie a shout out, and I'm going to say Grace from A Beautiful Bookworm. She is fairly new, I think, within the past month or two, maybe a couple months, but new-ish. She is absolutely lovely. She has such a fun personality and she's so like upbeat and excited in her videos and she's just like absolutely lovely. She reads a lot of like fantasy and like some science fiction stuff and like I definitely recommend checking her out because she's so much fun. Question 8 is just to tag some people. So I'm going to tag Linda's World of Books, Melissa and Barnsey, and Hungry Bookworm because I know none of them are newbies anymore. They've all been here for at least a year, I think, and some of them rather more than a year. But they're all lovely people, and I definitely recommend checking them out as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all again soon.